Hey, what's up, y'all? Murder and retaliation. Sad story that could have been prevented. Born Darrell Gentry, October 29th, 1997, in Cleveland, Ohio. Later on, relocating to San Antonio, Texas. Gentry attended Churchill High School and played ball. After the homie graduated, he wanted to pursue a career in rap. Now this tripped me out. He served in the military for 4 years. That's crazy. But I salute the little homie. I don't know what branch he was in, but just his heart to go put his life on the line for this nation, I salute that. Later on, after his death, his mom came out and she was explaining how she raised that boy. Like, she was on some stuff like she wasn't raising him to be street. Like, he didn't have to sell drugs. He didn't have to rob people. He wasn't into killing people. So that was a big thing. Like, she came out straight, putting it into everybody else's stories. Like, but at the end of the day, she don't know what he was into, once he left her house or wasn't in her presence, Some things could just take people away and they'll never be the same. So you really can't say yay or nay in that situation. Now, how he act with the persona, showing the money, jewelry, cars, the women and stuff. Hey, the genre of rap, hip hop, trap music. That's all they do, stunt. That's the number one thing. I gotta stunt. I gotta show them I got more money than them. I'm coming harder than them. They ain't living like this. Now, the day it all started, February 2023. The murder of Omar Richardson. Now, the homie, like, the way he was in his vladtv interview, bro, it's like he had, you know what? I was about to say he had a cold demeanor about it, but being that he was in the military, it's like he was more calm and reserved than a regular person would be. Like, he wasn't animated, he was straight faced, and like he was happy he was able to protect his family. So, I was looking at it in a different way at first, but I don't know, like, you can't really call it in that situation. But in a life or death situation, I mean, I can't even blame him for acting the way he did, going through that, and your kid and your girl and that, man, you gotta stand on something right then and there. That's crazy though. But in his Vlad TV interview, he said the man tried to rob him. I mean, I know it was more than one man, but that one man was in their apartment at the time. The other 2 to 3 people had left and went to the car, I guess, to get something or let him just rob him or something. He said him and his girlfriend fought back and killed a would-be robber. In the interview, he said he showed no mercy, saying he told the suspect who was pleading for help, I don't give a about you, you're gonna die. Cold. But hey, in that moment, you don't know. Until you in those situations, you don't know. Then when asked if he was concerned about retaliation, he said they might do what they do, but I'm gonna get active. That's all that it is. Like, man. So, I mean, he might have felt like that because of his military training. You see what I'm saying? You don't know where his mindset was. You just don't know. You can't call it on that. Now, we're going to go to the downfall of him. Because by him posting that picture at the crime scene of Omar Richardson's murder, I don't understand his thought process in doing that. But I'm older than him, and I know that there's no good outcome from that. So, and that's the only issue I really have with what he did. Like when he posted the crime scene photo, I'm like, man, let sleeping dogs lie. You can't be antagonizing these people. I mean, revenge is a powerful emotion that you have to respect. And I don't think those youngsters be really realizing that. I mean, all us older people, we know. Revenge, we done seen it. We done heard about it. We just know. We know what's gonna happen. But that spirit of revenge reminds me of what Confucius said. He who seeks revenge digs two graves. And that's just how it went for him. That's just how it went. You know, the people felt like, oh, you think it's sweet? Like you done took our people out and you think it's sweet? So now he put I'm pretty sure he had a target on his back already, but he made it like an even more urgent, pressing issue at that point. March 30th, he was driving a Mercedes near the upscale River Oaks area in Houston, and they hit him up. And from what I'm understanding, they shot like 70 something times. So either they had two Glocks with switches, or man, them boy, I don't know. Like they meant to kill him. Like the way it was with two shooters, you know it's a targeted hit. After his death, you know, the next day, after, you know, social media and the uproar and stuff, and he's trending and stuff, and everybody talking about his death, his mom posts on Facebook and expresses fear her son's killing was retaliation for the post and the interview. My son allowed his friends and social media to hype him up, and these media blogs paying him money to do interviews talking about the incident. She said, my entire family pleaded with him to let the family mourn in peace. Now see, right there, I'm happy his mom came out and said that, because she's showing a principle that he didn't understand. You don't play with the dead. You don't mock the dead. You don't troll the dead. You let them rest in peace. And that has become a trend these days. You know, oh, we smoking on these ops and all that, man. When I first seen those kids doing that, it's like, man, that's not a good look. But in hindsight, all it's going to cause is a ripple effect, a domino effect. You know, his side going against their side. And they know who is who. They know who is down with him and who not. And just like they know, whoever they going against know. I think his family warning him after he posted the bloody photo. That shows his family was basically street. They knew how it go. Either he didn't care, or he thought he was invincible, or it was his military training. You know, either he think he invincible, or it's his military training where he feel like, you know, I'ma handle my business. It's a cold world out here, bruh. People broke, starving, and hopeless these days. And I hope a lot of these youngsters can learn from this. Because this is a prime example that Tone the Dead is a suicidal gang. Watch the company you keep. People are so heartless and conniving these days. It's just, you see the worst type of stories coming out these days. For instance, your girl, Shanquella Robinson, went to Mexico with her friend. She paying for everything, and they backdoor and kill her. Leave her dead body in a room in Mexico when she live in North Carolina somewhere. It's a cold world. But you know, rest in peace to all those brothers, man, because we got to start learning from these stories. And I'm going to take this first video right here, and I'm going to start a playlist. about stories just like this. Because it's a teachable moment in stories like this. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it because I'm sick of it. If you enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's free. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Live a little, cause niggas die a lot.